I was very excited for E3, but the website I watched it on had been shut down for selling fake horse semen. So I had to... I could have just watched it on another website. I would have saved so much money. I had to travel to Los Angeles and see it live. Off to USA. If you haven't heard about it, it's where they shot all the Die Hard films. My flight was alright, until I found out that Scandinavian Airlines serve Nescafé instead of any Scandinavian brands. All Scandies agree this is high treason. They are pissing on our flags. Disappointment immeasurable, flight ruined. Instead of trying to improve my travel, I decided to find out how bad this can get. So I watched Justice League on repeat. 11 hours or 5.5 Justice Leagues later, I landed in LA. And while I was landing, the first conference started. EA. Did I say first conference? I meant worst conference. Started with Battlefield 5. First trailer not very liked. Kinda portrayed World War II as a good time with your friends. They also went how disliked can we go and announced Battle Royale mode, and people actually booed. That's rude, guys. But still, hopefully this will be the only Battle Royale game at E3. Move on to the most anticipated game of the year, FIFA 19. The big new feature in the next FIFA is that it will have a new number at the end. Don't tell people you're making a game. Have an intern make a logo. Oh, poor Yarny. He's so out of place in his world. Almost as out of place as this game at an EA conference. Huh, this looks pretty cool. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. EA, what the fuck are you doing? We know what will get your attention. The wrong kind of attention. Command & Conquer Mobile. Because we don't like any of you. This wound salting goes on for 13 minutes. Finished off with Anthem. I've seen little hype for EA's new, probably super expensive IP. You know, Ubisoft was like, damn, Activision is making bank from Destiny, let's make The Division. EA was like, damn, Activision is making bank, let's also make Destiny. But mate, you will never get the Destiny audience of self-hating masochists. The EA conference was special. I missed the entire thing because I got lost at LA airport. But I did see a very nice Lexus. It didn't take a picture, so please trust me. EA gets a 10 out of 10. Minus 10, because it's not actually an E3 conference. Next day I'm off to the Microsoft Theater. The media line is slow and hot. I think Microsoft is attempting to kill all the weak media people. I wish I was confident enough to wear shorts. Expo and conference. I was still standing in line when the thing started. Let's hope I didn't miss any announcement that I personally... come on! I don't think I've mentioned this before on the channel, but I'm actually a big fan of Halo. Though I genuinely hope that the new game starts with all the Halo 5 characters dying from bad pasta. Ori 2 looks beautiful. Needs a Battle Royale mode. The new From Software game seems to have a clear story, and that could kill this lore channel. Todd! Wrong conference, mate! I'm gonna hear this song so many times during my visit. Life is Strange spin-off looks like something you would be forced to read in school. Crackdown 3 is never coming out, give up. Metro proves once again Russia does not have summer, and we all knew that. Frozen is coming to Kingdom Hearts, and we all knew that. Would be a bigger surprise if Square announced no Elsa Let It Go BS in my confusing Disney game. Forza 10, not surprising. What is surprising is that they dumped leaves on people. They weren't real leaves, they were made out of asbestos. 5 people died. The biggest surprise is that they are working on the Xbox One too. Let's hope it's cheaper and also has a terrible name, such is tradition. Finally, Devil May Cry 5. It's been a decade since 4. I see they've made it more realistic. The conference ended with Phil very obviously setting up a huge final reveal. A first-person RPG with augmented humans. Uh-oh. Square's gonna sue somebody. I wonder how much Microsoft paid for the reveal. All in all, no real exclusives, but a solid conference. Expo and conference gets a 10 out of 10. Minus 10 for not waiting for me until you started. Phil should have come out and told the 20 million people watching we are waiting for Kilian before we start. Todd conference. There's a special kind of magic about the Bethesda conference. The open bar. Quantum Cola vodka was pretty good. Also drank a Bud Light, it was not pretty good. Still had a great time. Then it was ruined. when I met the foul cretin that stole game theorizing from me and built an empire. The second he saw me, he tried to strangle me. Todd saw the murder attempt, and to save me, he started a conference. It started with them bragging how great last year was. Then the actual conference started, and they kept bragging. Then Pete Hines showed up, and he also started bragging. There was live music. I liked it, because I'm in the audience, intoxicated. Rage 2 is Doom meets Mad Max meets Borderlands. Not a single person asked for this sequel, but not a single person is mad about it. It looks empty though. Doom sequel, demons have attacked Earth, and now their only threat is one speedy guy. Yeah, the Martian demons are doomed for all eternity. Now what we came for. Fallout 76 is a multiplayer survival game, just like all the leaks said. Still disappointed. But you can still play solo, although it's probably not fun. There are currently hundreds of survival games on the market, one good, so personally I have no interest in this. Or honestly multiplayer in general. I was still having a great time. Then they started talking about Elder Scrolls Mobile and I really had to pee. And then the conference became pure torture. Whenever I see the Elder Scrolls 6 logo, I am reminded of the pain. Still excited for the game that they probably started working on the day after the conference. The event ended with the screen turning black, the music starts and the Obsidian logo shows up. 2019. Anyways, now it's time for the after party that I didn't get to attend because I got kicked out. I went to the bathroom downstairs and wasn't allowed back in. I kinda knew this would happen, and I didn't care too much because I was very tired and jet-lagged, so Bethesda gets a 10 out of 10, minus a 10 for kicking out Diva Kilian experience. A new day, a new waiting in line. Le Conference. Ubi just stamped us. I think they own me now. It started with a dancing panda that Watch Mojo really hated. Personally, I prefer pandas over Watch Mojo. Just Dance 2019 is coming to Wii. Yeah, seriously. A new Epic Beyond trailer, this time without swearing. It's open world. The word Ubisoft is French and literally translates to open world, so every game kinda has to be. Then a Finnish man showed up. People thought this was part of the show, and not just some random Finnish man. The Division 2 Summer Break! Now you can hack and cheat in July. Introducing raids. We're gonna get to fight giant soldiers with 40 people. Skull and Bones looks like Black Flag minus 75%. Is it just shooting cannons at each other? No exploration or anything? Still more content than Thieves. Star Fox with oh, that's surprising. Ancient China is coming to For Honor. Would have preferred the Aztecs. Or the Red Army. Finally their biggest game. Assassin's Creed Galaxy 2. The new Assassin's Creed takes place in ancient Greece. Actual ancient Greece this time. We saw Socrates, and that's 2 generations from Alexander, so how is Ubisoft gonna force Alexander into this? I believe you can do it. All in all, I give this conference a 10 out of 10. Minus 10 because I didn't get a gift bag. Went on a shuttle bus to the Macintosh conference. I can't see shit, I can't hear shit. What I like about the PC conference is that the reactions are 100% genuine. Expo has their E3 prize winners, Ubisoft conference is 50% UB employees, at Bethesda everyone's drunk. At the PC conference you can really hear the massive when they start to talk about Star Citizen. I watched the stream and you couldn't really hear it, which is too bad because it was one of the top moments of E3 for me. Then a duck showed up. Then the conference ended with Day 9 saying Bannerlords is never happening, give up. PlayStation wasn't invited to the PlayStation conference. I searched for who to contact and gave up after 5 minutes. Should have tried harder because this was terrible to watch from home. It starts with PlayStation coming out and explaining what the fuck is going on. That's not how you play a banjo. Last of Us 2 has a new trailer, where a girl makes out with Ellie and that's it. I later asked Naughty Dog about it and they told me they got so caught up in writing this lesbian romance they forgot about the whole apocalypse thing. Then the conference was over? Oh no, it's an intermission. After 17 minutes. Sony, what are you doing? 15 minutes later it starts again with a guy playing something that is apparently impossible to play. What else is impossible to play? That's when I knew they were announcing Bubsy 3D 2. Nope, Assassin's Creed. It's literally Assassin's Creed. Control is about a woman searching for her missing TV remote. Kingdom Hearts create the most confusing trailer of all time and is beaten after 30 seconds? My theory is that it's about a future where Konami has eaten all the babies. This is gonna be MGS2 all over again. Oh yeah, it has gameplay, so now we know that. Finally, Spider-Man. A prison escape. I remember all these guys from the cartoon, but if Willem Dafoe isn't in it, it's gonna be a terrible game. Is it over now? Yeah! Sony's press conference gets a 10 out of 10. -10 for no one saying no to bad ideas. I guess that's E3. It's over, and that is... No wait, the actual event starts now. The actual event. I was at E3 for the first time, feeling like I've forgotten something. Wah! Watched it on an E3 TV. They announced that every Nintendo character except one is coming to Super Smash. That's all they announced. Nintendo gets a 10 out of 10. -10 because I'm biased. You see, I was staying at the official Nintendo hotel. I literally met every Nintendo employee. I essentially worked for them. Here's a secret scoop. Met Trinan in the elevator and he told me, going up? How can that not be a Smash Bros hint? Doug is coming to Ultimate. And we're off. I decided beforehand that today I'm gonna check out smaller games with short lines. So I ended up between Nintendo and PlayStation. I didn't have a map, couldn't access the internet because Wi-Fi is $60. First game I played was a random Switch PvP game. I destroyed my competition, so they gave me a shirt. And that's why I flew 11 hours, not to see games. I came here for the free stuff. I got Spyro sunglasses from the Spyro remaster. Couldn't actually focus on the demo. I've played so much Spyro that I beat it without thinking. My biggest E3 surprise, not a lot of indie games, but a lot of chairs. Gaming chairs really need their own press conference. Another surprise was how big the Fortnite booth was, and it really shows you how big the game became after I made my video. After the 3 industry hours were over, the general audience were allowed in, and everything changed. I thought Activision were overestimating how many people wanted to play Destiny DLC. I was wrong. When I got back to the hotel, I died. Day 2, tried to stand in line for Skull and Bones, but it was like 3 computers and a 40-minute demo. Next to us, Namco Bandai opened their booth, went there, and because I was the first person of the day to play Naruto, they gave me a Naruto fidget spinner. This is the worst thing I own. It's the worst thing anyone owns. Now I had today's game plan. Play Japanese games without a line. So I destroyed someone at Soul Calibur by button mashing. He seemed visibly upset. Played Uncanny Valley. The new Mega Man game had a too long line, so I played an old Mega Man game. Squad Monster Hunter had a nice hype man, but I know what you really want to know about. Roast beef sandwiches. That's what they fed the media people. All in all, pretty good day. Day 3! Day 3! Kilian, that was a human hand, you're a red panda. That wasn't me, that was my android. Learn Kilian lore. I did day 3 different. The first day I showed up hours early, sat in the media room, drank coffee. Day 2 I showed up at opening time. Day 3 I showed up at noon, drank beer and played Metal Slug. Guess which day was the best? Today I was gonna play big games. Started with Spooderman. Can't give you an accurate review because I've never been to New York. Then Tomb Raider. Can't give you an accurate review because I've never... Wait. Yes, I have. Square PR guy asked me if I wanted to play Kingdom Hearts 3. I said no. I saw Lexus and a Naruto fidget spinner. I didn't need more reasons to make people jealous. Went to a private showing of Dying Light 2. 10 out of 10. They gave me a Fanta. I'm easily bribed. Never got to see Cyberpunk. They had openings, but Project Red has barred me because I mispronounced vodka in my video. I did eavesdrop on an IGN profile talking about it. This person said writing is bad, so stupid. I didn't have any Wi-Fi, let me eavesdrop on private conversations. I really wanted to play Toads War China, but they were fully booked, so I started a hunger strike in front of the Sega booth. They told me I could play Sonic Racing. That paused my hunger strike. Then I chained myself so they would miss their flights. I got to play Total War. My Hitman 2 rubber ducky told me that E3 was over. People were packing up and leaving. Goodbye E3. We all know what the biggest disappointment was, but who was the winner? The winner of E3 2018 is Uber, for driving around all these lazy people to this line-standing event. And that's the Kilian experience. Thank you for watching the final E3 2018 video. Obviously this was my first time doing something vlog-esque, so it might have some problems, but you know I'm improving, etc. But please like the video.